What is going on, people? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to Ain Sports for the FA Cup third round review show today. It's not the Premier League show. It's the Premier League gang, but it's not the Premier League show. It's the FA Cup third round recap. Also have to try and fix the thumbnail. I'll sort something out later. But Josh is back in the building. Jack will be here in just a bit. I don't know if King will be joining us or not. But we've got pretty much half the panel today. But people on your way in, go like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button and make sure you guys subscribe to Josh's channel as well. I will put the link in the description of the video. For some reason, YouTube just doesn't allow me to go to put the links in the title no more, so I will put it in the description of the video. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting one. But Josh, hope everything's okay on your side, and we're blessed. And yeah, FA Cup third round. Also, people don't forget, we are gonna preview the Carabao Cup semifinals. So on this show, so make tune to that. But Josh, hope everything's blessed on your side. Hope everything's all good, bro. Blessed up.
Thank you very much, Jacobin. Slightly hungover, but I've recovered well today. So I'm ready. I'm fit and firing, and we're gonna discuss, as you said, the Carabao Cup semi-finals, what happened in the FA Cup, because it looks like it's going to be an interesting FA Cup season. As long as City don't win it again. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get cracking.
100%, bro. 100%. I mean, there's only one place to start. I mean, obviously, the Carabao Cup is in about half an hour. City are away to Newcastle. It's gonna be
36 minutes. Yeah.
Gonna be an interesting game, man. It's gonna be interesting. We'll preview that in just we'll preview that in just a bit. Where should we start? I mean, City 10-1 Exeter. Is that rough?
I mean,
Newcastle beat Fulham 2-1. Oh, sorry, Newcastle beat Fulham.
They beat Bournemouth in penalties, didn't they?
Yeah, Newcastle beat Bournemouth in penalty. Very last minute. I watched the game. Last minute equalizer. Last minute penalty by Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle have been involved in quite a few thrillers this year already.
That have been, but go on, bro. Take it away.
Well, no, you mentioned. I guess we'll start with the home sides, Newcastle. Eddie Howe's under a lot of pressure. I've noticed a lot of Newcastle fans are not happy with him this season and how it's panned out so far. Having said that, they're still in the Carabao Cup semi-finals and they've progressed to the next round of the FA Cup. And those are by far, Carabao Cup especially, the most realistic trophy that Newcastle can go for this season. The most realistic trophies, I should say. Yeah. So, listen, I know I'm not a Newcastle fan, but I'd say, still stick with him. He's a modern day Newcastle legend. He won you your first domestic trophy in 70 years, your first trophy of any description in 58. And he could easily repeat the feat again. Like I said previously, he's in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, and he's through to the next round of the FA Cup, beating his old side on penalties. And Newcastle, they're conceding a lot of goals. So that's ideal for the likes of Haaland, for the likes of Doku, for the likes of Semenyo, for the likes of Mamouche if he comes off the bench, to capitalise on that. But St James's Park is a very hostile atmosphere. You know that, I know that, everyone knows that. So this isn't going to be a walk in the park for Manchester City whatsoever. And Newcastle can easily hurt them going into the second leg. I do feel for Newcastle's best chance of progression, they do need to have a 2-goal advantage. Something like a 2-goal advantage to have a proper safety net going away to the Etihad for the next round. But it's going to be a good game. It promises to be a spectacle. Newcastle or Man City, there's always sparks setting off when these two meet. So it'll be very interesting to see.
Big up, bro. Big up, bro.
Big up.
Nice clean shave.
Yeah.
But hope everything's all good on your side. But sorry, Josh.
Oh no, and on the Manchester City side of things, the away side, they beat Exeter 10-1. I mean, I don't know if there's much we can really discuss regarding that. I was surprised at how strong Manchester City went in that game. Pep's a winner. He's going to want to win everything again this season. And I was very surprised that there were less youngsters featuring for Manchester City than you might expect. But listen, Semenyo with a fantastic debut. I think he got a goal and assist. They were helped by 2-1 goals.
I didn't see
But
the goal.
listen, we expected them to win. I think one of us predicted 9-0 in the FA Cup show that we did previously. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's any great surprise that they won 10-1. Very similar to how they beat Salford 8-0 10 years ago, who they've drawn for the next round. Should Salford beat Swindon? So yeah, I think they're dead certainties to go to the round of 16. Newcastle as well. They've got Aston Villa away in the FA Cup fourth round, so that's going to be extremely tough. That's definitely the tie of the. FA Cup fourth round. Yeah, so listen, promises to be an exciting few weeks as far as the domestic cups are concerned. And listen, Newcastle versus Manchester City is on in 31 minutes, and it should be a good game because it usually is when those two clubs meet, especially at St James's Park. Well, only at St James's Park, but you know what I mean.
Jack, what are your thoughts? And hope everything's okay on your side, bro. We're blessed.
Yeah, everything's good on here. I mean, City, I don't even know what to say. Like, fair play to them, professional performance, 10-1. Like, what else can you say? It's like one of their greatest margins of victory in their history. I'm not sure what their greatest margin is. It's probably like a 13-0 win over like Loughborough United back in 1938. I could just be chatting shit and whatnot, but Exeter unlucky. If I recall, no, I'm thinking of a different match. I was going to say like one of the goal scorers for Exeter used to play for City, but no, I'm thinking about the guy who scored for Barnsley yesterday. But regardless, really professional performance from City. Semenyo obviously got a goal and assist on his debut. Makaidu, I think that's how you pronounce his name, 17-year-old, scored his first goal in his first match for Man City. What else to say? Rodri, I mean, he just, I don't even know what to say about his ball striking. Pause on that. Just like have to put context into like striking the ball with his foot in it. But like he's got a rocket of a right foot. Fucking hell. I mean, we've seen it many a times as we've seen it many times over years when he's played for City. Biggest one that comes to mind in terms of like that sort of finish was probably like against Inter in the Champions League final back in 2023. But like he for a defensive midfielder or like a holding midfielder, that's how he plays as traditionally. Yeah. Like he's got a wizard of just of shooting boots, if you will. Have we what other games have we covered thus far in terms of like?
No, we're just previewing Newcastle City and discussing
we're just previewing that. Okay.
It was City versus Exeter and the Newcastle Bournemouth at the same time. We're just doing it at the same time. That's all.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So like, give me a sec.
No worries, bro. Take your time. Did you watch the City Exeter game or did you watch the Newcastle Bournemouth game?
I was at my grandparents during that sort of time. But I remember I was on my phone just looking at the scoreline, and it was 2-1 Bournemouth. I think when I first checked, obviously, like Harvey Barnes scored first, then Alex Scott and David Brooks gave Bournemouth the lead, or equalised, put Bournemouth in front, and then Anthony Gordon with a 96th minute penalty sent extra time. And then Newcastle thought they'd won it through Harvey Barnes' 118th minute winner. But no, Marcus Tavernier pops up the 123rd minute equaliser. And then when Newcastle won on penalties, I believe it was Diakite who they signed in the sub from Lille, who missed the deciding penalty, or had his penalty was saved, and that was the deciding penalty.
Was he Semenyo's replacement, or was that?
Diakite is a defender.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, speaking of Semenyo, who obviously recently made a transfer last week from Bournemouth to Man City. I mean, there's been rumours sort of like Nwaneri has been linked to Bournemouth. I can't remember who the other guy who Bournemouth bid for like 30 million euros, who plays for, I think it's Stuttgart or like one of those sort of teams in the Bundesliga. That's all I'm aware of thus far in terms of like any sort of replacement for Semenyo, potentially short term or long term. But like, fair play to Newcastle, they're playing a Bournemouth team who, based on like their form over the best part of 2 or 3 months, have just been awful. I mean, their last win before beating Spurs last week was against Nottingham Forest, and I believe that was when Big Ange was still in charge, if I recall. Yeah, is it leveling? I think Mike D'Laffy might be on the right track. Yeah, I think he's leveling. Yeah.
Rodri's definitely a powerhouse in defensive midfield, scoring goals. Yeah, he score bangers from outside the box as well. His striking of the football is like you just can't stop it. Like, he just has that in his locker. He'll pop out of a goal out of nowhere, like somewhere, like literally in the Champions League final. City were getting outplayed, and man just smashed one in, and then gave City the advantage. Literally, City were getting outplayed, like they were getting absolutely cooked by Inter, and then City had that one moment where Roger just scored, and that was it. That was the treble. But sorry, Jack, continue, bro.
Yeah. But as Mike D'Laffy said in the chat there about Leveling, who plays for Stuttgart, he's been linked with a move to Bournemouth. I mean, going into this match, I mean, the last time Newcastle played Man City in the League Cup, I believe that was 23-24. I could be wrong. SJP, and I believe that was a Newcastle win 1-0. I think Bruno Guimaraes or Harvey Barnes, one of those sort of players, scored a winner. No, League Cup.
League Cup, yes. Isaac, I think it was.
Or if it was Isaac, then yeah, fair enough.
It was a 1-0 win for Newcastle, wasn't it, against Man City?
Yeah.
September.
Yeah. Because City had the Club World Cup, so that's why they had to scrap that game, I think. If not mistaken. Because remember the Club World Cup and that Newcastle game was happening around the same time, and they weren't able to reschedule it. So I think City just threw away that game against Newcastle. To get
that League Cup game was back in September. I don't think there's any rescheduling there.
I don't. Never mind.
Never mind. Who even cares, man?
Nah, my bad.
Nah.
No, but sorry,
Anyway.
Finish off.
No, I don't actually have much else to say. Although one thing I will say is I'm pissed off with City for recalling Max Alleyne, because it led to Watford conceding 5 against Bristol City the other day in the third round. So fuck you, Man City. How about you sign some more fucking defenders, you fucking little tossers?
That's the thing. City are lacking in defenders this week, and we might be able to help you guys out when one I might stay fit. Well, and Carrick's now the interim, so that's the only little delusion I have left in my head. But it is what it is. I'll talk about the Newcastle Bournemouth game real quick, because I actually watched that game. It was actually a decent game. I thought Bournemouth were the better team, though. I'll be real. I think Bournemouth were the better team. I think Bournemouth going forward, they were the much better side. I just think that lapse of concentration at the end just costed them the game, man. Because in that game, penalty, man. That really that penalty that they gave away was really was proven to be very, very costly. And obviously the penalties and Bournemouth lost on pens. Newcastle didn't deserve to go through. I'll be real with you. I think Newcastle did not deserve one bit to go through. But listen, it is what it is. Like Newcastle got the job done. They're through to the next round. They're gonna play Aston Villa next, aren't they, Newcastle? So it's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game. I think that's where they definitely test themselves. I don't think that was a. I don't think that played a part in why they lost. Though it was a mistake at the back, but yeah, no, huge blow definitely with Kluivert out. Yeah, Kluivert was one of their good players last season as well, and then this season he's important for them. So,
I realised this yesterday quickly.
go on, bro.
Since Pep Guardiola became Manchester City manager, there's only been one occasion where they haven't reached Wembley in the FA Cup, and that was in their Centurion season. Yeah, against Wigan. They've managed to reach at least the semi-final since. I think they've reached the last 3 FA Cup finals in a row.
Wasn't it Pep's first season?
No, Pep's first season. They got to the semi.
Got to semi-final, lost to Arsenal.
Yeah.
What was the score?
2-1.
2-1 Arsenal. Aguero scored first. Then was it
Monreal
who got the equal? No, Monreal, and then Sanchez winner from a corner.
Fair enough. So that's all I can really say about that game. And then the City, I didn't watch City game. City just slapped them 10-1. Mr. Menyo debut goal that could prove to be good for his confidence. Big up to Mob Boast. Big up to you, bro. Big up Agustia. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're good, man.
Cheers, brother. Trust, bro.
Oh, yes, Will Griggs.
Will Griggs, I
remember that day. I was checking the score. I woke up, I woke up for a bit, and I was checking the score. Little did I know, a few minutes later, Wigan Athletic did it again. They are literally Manchester City's kryptonite, and I'm not even taking the piss. Literally, they are literally even under Pep Guardiola for a short period. Even in the year they got 100 points, Manchester City's kryptonite. They were literally their kryptonite. So listen, Will Griggs, the days of Will Griggs on fire and all that, I was there. The Euros, I was there, man. Then he pops up with the goal against City in the cup, in the FA Cup. So yeah.
Wait, I just want to say one more thing. Wasn't there a fighter like full time, if I recall, at the end of the FA Cup match in 2018?
Yeah, well, no, someone spat on Aguero, didn't they?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sit down. Nobody talk. Sit down. Me and my dad were watching that today in the Man City All or Nothing documentary. Class, man. And then they slapped us 3-0 in the Carabao Cup final. Hopefully, something doesn't happen similarly this season. But, yeah.
I think when Arsenal reach Wembley, Wembley's like your ground. So, listen, I think you should be able to. I mean, I wouldn't say win it easily, but if you can get past Chelsea, then I think you can definitely do it. Pep did
I give us more of a chance against Newcastle than City.
Yeah, Pep's done it all for City. But shall we get to a prediction for the Newcastle Man City game real quick?
Yes. What will I go with? 2-1 Newcastle. Make it interesting.
What's the lineup for Man City? Oh, whoops.
It's like some Looney Tunes fucking scene.
Oh, for God's sake. Sorry about that.
Fuck's sake. Anyway, I'll go 2-1 Newcastle. I do think they need a 2-goal lead in this first leg if they have a good chance of going through. But,
okay.
I think they will win, but it won't be enough in the grand scheme of things because I do think City are getting to the final.
So Newcastle's lineup at the moment is Pope, Botman, Hall, Ramsey, Jacob Ramsey, Bruno G, Joe Linton, Jacob Murphy, Jon Wissa, and Anthony Gordon. So they're missing Well, which players are they really missing from this team?
They're not missing many.
Walter Mata is not playing. I think Walter Mata got injured, right?
Fuck knows, mate.
No, he's not. Sorry, not injured, off the bench, but because he started, I think he played for a lot against Bournemouth. I think they're trying to rotate him. Harvey Barnes is on the bench. Tonali's on the bench. That could be a big one. That could be a big man. Tonali's on the bench. That's a player that should be playing.
This is weird. Didn't Ramsdale play all of Newcastle's previous Carabao Cup games until tonight?
Let me have a look actually real quick before we go to.
Because Nick Pope is starting tonight.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean, but let me just have Ramsdale.
Actually, come to think of it, Are City playing James Trafford? Yeah, we are.
Ramsdale yes, he started against Newcastle. Yep, Ramsdale.
Bro, yeah, big call from Eddie Howe.
Newcastle have played all their League Cup games at home. I've just seen all their League Cup games so far have been at home. So a bit like Man United in 2022, 2023, we played all the games at home except for.
That was such a lucky fucking run, by the way. that's so jamming. Fucking Aston Villa, fair enough, but Charlton, fucking who was it? Burnley. I mean, come on. And then Nottingham Forest in the semis. Do me a favour. Christ.
Villa was tough. Villa was tough though.
Wasn't that Garnacho's first goal for you guys?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
I don't recall. Maybe it was.
No, it might have been in the Europa League beforehand. But...
No, yeah, it was Europa League 1-0 against Sociedad. Yeah. But then this one.
I thought it was pneumonia or whatever they're called.
No. He didn't score.
Ah, fair enough.
He didn't score ammonia. No, he didn't score that game. No. But back to the game against Newcastle Man City. It's gonna be a tight one. Obviously, Manchester City's lineup is so Trafford in goal. That's rotated keeper. Nunes at right back, Ustinov centre back, Aliene centre back, Ake left back, O'Reilly defensive midfield. That's a weird one. Semenyo right wing, Bernardo Silva in the middle with Foden, Doku on the left, and Haaland up top. I think this is a weak team by Man City. This is actually not a weak team. Excuse me, weak defense. I think they should be able to be got. I think they should be able to be got at. Sorry, I can't even talk. They should be got at.
If it continues.
They have Reinders, Cherki, Rodri, Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri is back. Donnarumma, Rico Lewis. I'm surprised Rico Lewis isn't playing this game. I know he's not been on good form, but
did you know he scored a brace against Exeter, didn't he? Now, granted, it is Exeter. He still scored.
Let me double check that real quick. So City versus Exeter. Rico Lewis. Let me have a look real quick here.
Can someone please tell me, if the panel can't be in the chat, what has happened with Omar Mamouche?
Yes,
because I simply thought Pep just refused to play him, but he's not even on the bench.
Oh, no,
is he injured?
It's the AFCON.
Oh, it is the AFCON. Okay, fair enough. I forgot.
He's at Egypt.
I was about to say because Haaland's playing every fucking minute.
Because I think he was injured as well prior, and then once he got back, I think AFCON was available. I think AFCON.
No, but it's widely reported that Pep isn't convinced by him anyway. So.
Yeah, Mamouche is Egyptian. He's at the AFCON. Trafford plays FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and O'Reilly in the midfield. Yeah, it's a weird one, man. I can't lie to you. O'Reilly midfield is weird. I think this might be a Newcastle win. You know, I'm gonna go with the Newcastle 2-1 win. I think Newcastle.
I'll go 2-1 Newcastle as well, but I don't think that'll be enough in the long term.
Big up, Lumen, bro. Bless up, bro. Bless up, my guy. Hope you're blessed. Jacques, what's your preview of this Newcastle City game, real quick, in the score prediction? Because the game is starting in a little bit, so I do want to move on to the next game real quick.
On me. I mean, I think I think City are favourites going into this, based off just the way they've been playing this season. But I'm just gonna go over defending champions and say 2-1 as well for the first day. Yeah. Sorry, I've literally just had to clean some stuff up in the kitchen because I just dropped a fucking yogurt pot out of a fucking fridge and it fucking burst.
Oh, all right. No.
I'll show you after the stream anyway.
Just leaving the mamouche. Yeah, I think Oscar Bob will be a sale that I think City will regret. I'll be honest with you. I think they'll Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob's been a good player for them.
To be honest, rumors are saying that he's going out on loan. Actually, in terms of it's not going to be like a permanent transfer. I mean, he's been linked in the past few weeks to Borussia Dortmund. So yeah,
is Pep trying to prove that attacking into a different thing? No, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I think
it's just like a rotation, if anything.
Yeah, I don't think they have. Do they have what's his name? Do they have Gonzalez on the bench? Is he there or is he injured?
Let me check.
I didn't even remember. Just I checked it, but I don't remember.
Gonzalez is not on the bench.
No.
Strange, right?
So
he might be injured.
That's one thing. I think he would have started for sure. But I'm looking at Man City's team, man. Do I think they can get a centre back in before the Manchester derby this weekend? I doubt it. And their only hope is that Ait Nuri plays, because he's the only one returning so far as of right now. Yeah, Oscar Bob's going to go on loan. Savinho might be sold in the summer. Savinho was almost going to Tottenham, and then Manchester City almost signed. Who was the right wing again? Who was their right wing that they were going to go and sign again last summer? It wasn't Semenyo, wasn't it, that they were going to go and sign?
It might have been someone else. I'm not too sure. I don't keep up with the transfer targets.
What was the player that they were going to go for, and they were going to try and sell Savinho to go and get him? Somebody correct me.
Yes, I'm sure Monkey will know.
Oh, Rodrigo. No, it was Rodrigo.
It was Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, yeah. So Savinho, if they sell Savinho, I won't be surprised if Man City move. I think what City could do is they could move Foden into the middle, and then they could play Semenyo on the right, and then Mamouche on the left, with Doku. Big up Rasta Stocks. Big people, subscribe to Rasta if you're new around here. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not talking about Manchester United on this show, bro.
This is the FA Cup, Rasta.
Okay. I will let the lads talk about it. I've already spoken about it enough. I'm not even going to talk about the performance. I did a whole show on the United on the Red Pod, and that was it. Carrick, decent options for the end of the season. That's what I wanted, to be honest with you. I would have much rather him over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Thank you, Iron Disciple.
Big up, bro. Big up, Iron Disciple.
Okay, about West Ham season. At least you beat QPR in the FA Cup. You've still got hope of silverware.
Russell, one character, not to the favorites and play. We brave and play youth. Hey, bro, we'll see. What were you saying? Sorry, Josh, were you saying this now?
Oh no, Iron Disciple. I assume he's a West Ham fan. Good win against QPR, even if it was quite unconvincing. At least you've still got something to fight for this season in the midst of this horrible league campaign you're having.
You might need to teach United fans how to protest, bro. Seriously, because West Ham actually did a proper protest. So,
big up to them, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you should be able to beat Burton. Come on, let's be honest. You should beat them at home as well, unless you're playing away. No, I think the home was in it. I think home.
No, is it away? It might be away. I mean, I wouldn't put it past West Ham to screw that up royally, but you should be in the round of 16. So, good luck. Anyway.
Do Man City really need to see him to play against us on Sunday? Saturday. I mean, probably not. I mean, they've got Rodri. Rodri's gonna play, so that's a huge difference for them. It's a huge difference for them. Oh no, sorry, you meant center back. My bad. Center back. My bad. Didn't see that. I don't know.
What on earth is he doing in the back there?
No idea. I don't know. I think they'll play Kusanov. I think they'll play a similar back line. I think Diaz is close to returning, but I don't think he's back for the derby. Unless he miraculously passes like a late fitness test, I highly doubt it. So City might not need a center back to play against United on Sunday. It's not that difficult to play against Man United at the moment. It really isn't. It really isn't difficult to play against Man United at the moment. Like, you guys could whatever team you like and you'll beat them. Like, seriously.
Exactly.
It's not that difficult. Bro.
Well, I'm not going to say anything because we've got you guys later this month, but in theory, we should be slapping.
You can say what you like, Josh. You know you're winning that game easily, comfortably, easily.
We always make it hard to work against United. So, and look what we did against Liverpool. I mean, you two have been playing at a similar level in the league this season. Granted, we're in Europe and whatnot, but it's not. We never make it easy for ourselves with all this margins football bullshit.
But we're gonna move on to the next game now. I'll just read you all the FA Cup games. Portsmouth Arsenal. Might as well go there because we're gonna go to the League Cup.
Portsmouth, of course. I guess we'll do Portsmouth Arsenal and Charlton Chelsea.
I didn't watch the Charlton Chelsea game. No, I didn't watch that one.
I watched it. It was quite disappointing. I felt 5-1 was quite harsh on Charlton. I think they made a decent account of themselves. A bit like Liverpool versus Barnsley. Barnsley should have had a penalty, I saw. And I think 4-1 was very, very harsh on them as well. In terms of Chelsea, as they are the home side, Jacques has left suddenly. Listen, it was a great start for Liam Rosenior. They've drawn Hull City in the next round of the FA Cup, his old side. So that'll be quite interesting. Caicedo started because he's suspended for the first leg of the Carabao Cup. He was their captain. And it was a great goal from Hasso. Thank you, Monkey D. Luffy, because I was about to lose track there. And listen, Chelsea, I think Tosin got the second goal. And they just pretty much controlled it from there. Charlton had a brief bit of hope, but obviously when you've got a project worth £2 billion, you are realistically going to beat Charlton. So fair play to Chelsea. They got the job done. And it was a big confidence-boosting victory. I believe they played on the Saturday, so they had a day's extra rest ahead of Arsenal for the semi-final. And as for Arsenal, it was a great win against Portsmouth. Obviously, I was at the Norwich game, so I didn't see it. Both Martinelli and Makama, the Norwich City winger/striker, both got hat-tricks. So, yeah, no, that was a nice bit of trivia there. But, Madueke, his entire career, I suppose, or his entire style of play summed up in that first 45 minutes. He kept losing duels. He tried the nonchalant gimmick with a penalty and put it well wide. The thing is with Madueke, he won the penalty and he also bagged 2 assists. And he actually takes a pretty decent corner. Gabriel should have buried that last-minute corner that Madueke delivered against Liverpool. And he got 2 assists for Martinelli en route to Martinelli's hat-trick. So there's a bit of swings and roundabouts. We got off to a horrific start, but then we abused them with corners. So that was fun. I think it's well documented that in the Championship, Portsmouth really do struggle with defending set pieces. So it was like bread and butter for our players, I assume. And listen, this is only the 3rd time in 6 years that we've managed to make it to the 4th round. And we haven't gone further than the 4th round since 2020 when we ended up winning it. There's a good few omens there. Last time we played Portsmouth in the FA Cup, we ended up winning the competition. Last time we played Wigan in the FA Cup, was in the semi-finals, which we ended up going on to win and then win that trophy in 2014 as well. And speaking of which, we do have Wigan at home. We should be in the round of 16. But after what Macclesfield did to Crystal Palace and what Wrexham did to Nottingham Forest, I'm not going to be too cocky about it. We should rotate heavily, but we should be more than fine. Hopefully, by then we'll be in the Carabao Cup final.
I was thinking you were playing. I forgot. I just remember you played Wigan. You're playing.
Yeah, we play Wigan at home, so we should be through to the round of 16. The furthest we've got since 2020. So. But it's the magic of the cup, Academy. You know.
Were you guys wearing the white kits again, or no more?
No. Thanks for that. That's probably why we won. We played our normal home kit. It was a bit strange, really. I thought the white kit would have been perfect up against Portsmouth's blue kit. But listen, Fratton Park is a fantastic atmosphere, and Martinelli, that was a tremendous response to the media pile that he got last game. So, and just to be clear, what he did was wrong, but he didn't know Bradley was injured. So I feel like the entire witch hunt was blown way out of proportion. And it was a sign of how bad the Arsenal-Liverpool game was that was the main talking point. And good luck to Conor Bradley in his recovery as well for the rest of the season, because we don't want any players getting injured.
And no sponsors too. Sorry, Josh, you cut you off there.
No, that's all I have to say. Going into the Carabao Cup semi-final, listen, it's being played on my 21st tomorrow, so hopefully we get the victory. But it's not going to be easy. Chelsea are never an easy side. I don't think they've won a domestic trophy since 2018, but they've got to plenty of finals. So
it was 2018.
Where they beat Manchester United. They've got to about 3 FA Cup finals since and lost them all. They've got to about 3 Carabao Cup finals since and lost them all, if I'm not mistaken. At least 2. 3. Yeah, 3. Honestly, they've been very poor in domestic finals recently, which is very unlike Chelsea. So they're going to want to put that right, and they need to take home an advantage if they are to go to the Emirates with one foot in the final. So, listen, it's going to be tough from an Arsenal perspective. It's going to be tough from a Chelsea perspective. Arteta's semi-final record is absolutely horrendous. We don't know much about Liam Rosignol. We don't know if he's got the minerals that Chelsea managers should have. But listen, he could easily win. He could easily beat Arsenal tomorrow. And listen, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. And I don't know what else to say. I won't do my score just yet. I'll let Jacques have his go.
Jacques, go on, bro.
Hello. I mean, I haven't looked at like Chelsea's injuries and whatnot, as Josh was talking about, but I mean, obviously they won the London Derby over the weekend, if you will, against Charlton. Last time they actually played each other in the cup, and it's a potentially well-known fact. Last time they played each other, game had to be called off, and it was back in like 1937, and there was a police officer who had to notify Charlton's goalkeeper the game had been called off, essentially due to fog, 15 minutes after like the whistle had been blown, to postpone the game. Fair play to Chelsea. Obviously, they won 5-1. Obviously, we won away in Southamptonshire to Pompey 4-1. I mean, I assume Josh mentioned like Arteta's semi-final record. I mean, we haven't won any the only semi-final we've actually won was against City back in 2020 against in the FA Cup as well. The last time we actually won it. And
last time we won anything, though.
Sorry?
Last time we won anything, mate.
Yeah, I know, but like Arteta's semi-final record after that, we look at the League Cup. He's lost twice against Liverpool in the semi-final. Also lost to Emery's Villarreal back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of some other flipping matches that Arteta got to semi-final in. Oh yeah, Newcastle last season, yeah, where we lost 4-0 on aggregate.
That's fun.
Like, no, that wasn't fun. The second leg was so The second leg, fucking hell, that was so shit. Like, oh yeah, Murphy's goal comes off. It's an Isak shot which rockets off a post straight into his path. Raya has no chance, and then the fucking second goal. What the fuck was that?
No, we turned it off as a house after the second goal went in because we were like, nah.
I'm enjoying this.
So fucking shit. And like, if Arteta doesn't get to a fucking final, for fuck's sake, there's no fucking excuse. Like, obviously, no offense to Chelsea and Liam Rossini, but given Arteta has a few more years of, let's say, coaching experience under the best manager to come from the Iberian Peninsula after Jose Mourinho, like, there's no excuse. If you got the tutelage of, let's say, like Pep Guardiola, okay, yeah, David Moyes as well. You should get over fucking line and get to some fucking finals. I swear Moyes got to a fucking FA Cup semi-final back in 08 or something like that. And he was there at Everton for like a good decade or so. Like, come on, for fuck's sake.
It's good that Jacques mentions our semi-finals because we've reached 4 semi-finals in 6 years since winning the FA Cup, and we've scored 2 goals, one of them from open play. So, listen, his semi-final record is absolutely spooky. As an Arsenal fan, from an Arsenal perspective, he's reached 2 Carabao Cup semi-finals before and lost them both, so I'm hoping it's a case of third time lucky. But listen, I wouldn't put it past Arsenal to completely balls it up. Luckily, the second leg is at home. I think that was a big disadvantage last year with having to play Newcastle at home first. If we got St James's Park out of the way, I think we would have had more of a chance of progressing in the second leg. But listen, it's going to be tough. Chelsea always make it tough. We haven't lost there since August 2018, so law of averages will dictate that they finally get their win here. But I said that in the league game, and it was still a draw. So, and I think that they're missing Caicedo and Cucurella as well, and Palmer is apparently a doubt. So we should really take advantage, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't.
Yeah, King Khan. Bless up, bro. Also got someone too young as manager. He's clearly been learning the job all these years.
Been winging it, mate. Yeah.
Lack of experience, but sorry. Continue, guys. On the Arsenal game, and then if you wanna, unless you wanna add anything else.
Well, I don't know about Jacques, but I'm fine.
I'm alright. Yeah, I honestly don't have much else to say in it.
I'll give my prediction. I'll give my prediction. As it is on my birthday, I'm going to go with 2-0 Arsenal. I reckon Cole Palmer will have who will take their penalties? I reckon João Pedro will have a penalty saved by Kepa, and then Madueke and Havertz off the bench will get 2 goals, 2-0 Arsenal. That would be brilliant. All the Chelsea boys wanting their former club. That would be beautiful.
I'm going to go 1-1. I think 1-1 is the result of Stamford Bridge.
Last time Arsenal got to the Carabao Cup final, we beat Chelsea over 2 legs to get there. We drew 0-0 at Stamford Bridge and beat them 2-1 at the end.
2018, right?
Yeah, Wenger's last year. Yeah.
Go on, Jack. You want to give your prediction? You want to give any more thoughts on the game?
I mean, I feel like just get a fucking win, lads. I'm just gonna say 2-1 Arsenal. I'm gonna say 1-1 Arsenal. It's gonna be a tight win for us. Probably Gabriel header from a corner. We'll have to see it.
That's disgusting.
West Ham 2, QPR 1, Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1, Swansea 2, West Brom 2, West Brom 1 on penalties 6-5. Mansfield Town away at Sheffield United 4-3 win. Norwich City 5-1 against Walsall at home.
Great win, lads.
Big up to the
Canaries.
Big up to the Newton Heath Football Club. You know what I mean? Norwich. Hull City 0-0 Blackburn, but then 4-3 on penalties. Derby County bottled a 1-0 lead to Weeds and lost 3-1. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 2. Let's talk about this one. I didn't watch the game, but I want to know your guys' thoughts on this game.
I found it quite boring. Villa played excellent football in the first half. Tottenham players decided to ignore Thomas Frank's instructions and start playing decent football. And then I think Thomas Frank's subs ruined the game in the end. And Villa are through to the next round. They're playing Newcastle at home. That's definitely the glamour tie of the next round. So, fair play to Villa. Not an easy game, even if Spurs try and make it easy. So fair play to Emery. They got to the semi-finals last year. They're gonna want to go 2 steps better, get to the final and win it. So, and a club of their size to go over 30 years without a trophy is disgusting. So, for their sake, they're gonna hope they break that curse this year. What about you, Jack?
Go on, Jack.
I mean, it's just former Arsenal boss doing one over his old rivals, if you will. I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but one bit at the end of the game, which I distinctly remember, was Ollie Watkins going over towards the Villa end at the Tottenham Cockspur Stadium, and walked into Joao Paulinho, and Paulinho's then giving it large, trying to fight him, and Ollie Watkins just in the corner, like behind the camera, or like outside the camera's view, and Villa players and Spurs players just going at one another. But yeah, fair play to Villa, fair play to Emery, and good to see Spurs in the mud again. Yeah.
Macclesfield 2, Palace 1.
That was brilliant. That was beautiful. That is statistically the biggest FA Cup shock in history. That is the first time the holders have been knocked out by a non-league side since 1909, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Since 1909?
Yeah. It's insane. But it is statistically the biggest upset in FA Cup history. I think there was 117 places separating them. So it's insane.
Jack? Top of the week. You watched that game? Macclesfield 2-1 Palace?
I didn't watch it, but fair play to Macclesfield. Fair play to Macclesfield, the Cheshire-based club. I think that's where Macclesfield is. The comes with Macclesfield in. Fair play to them. I mean, they took their chances. They took that's all that has to be said, and it's good to see like a non-league team just make a great run in the cup. I mean, we saw what was their name, Kidderminster Harriers, 3 years ago or so, making a great run in the cup. Obviously, lost to West Ham, who they actually took the lead against West Ham in that match, if I recall, and then Declan Rice, I think, scored twice, or like Souček scored in that match, someone like that. And like over the years, we've seen like Bournemouth making a decent run. We've seen Sutton back in 2017, sort of Lincoln City, who I know they're a football league club now, but back in 2017 under the Crowleys, I believe they're called. They obviously got to the quarterfinals, I believe it was. No, it was either quarterfinals or like the 5th round of the FA Cup they got to.
Were you talking about Macclesfield?
And lost Arsenal. I'm talking about Lincoln, but like it's good to see these sort of like non-league teams just making a great run in the cup, because like you usually just assume our big boys are just going to pile in on them and just blitz them 5-0 or 6-0. But like fair play to them for suppressing Palace up until the 90th minute when Yermi Pino got one back. Brilliant free kick from him. Fair play. And yeah, fair play to Macclesfield. Big ups.
No, that's fair, man. That's fair. Fair enough. Back to FA Cup real quick. Just to go through the games. So MK Dons won. Beat MK. MK Dons won. Oxford United won. 4-3 to Oxford United on penalties. Port Vale beating Fleet.
Fuck MK Dons.
Wigan Athletic winning 1-0 away at Preston. Wrexham beating Nottingham Forest for 4-3 on penalties after a 3-3 classic.
Big up after a conquer.
Sorry?
Big up after a conquer.
From an Arsenal lad.
The goal scorer?
No, the Wrexham goalkeeper.
Wrexham goalkeeper.
Oh, the Wrexham goalkeeper. My bad. Cheltenham 0, Leicester City 2. Everton 1, Sunderland 1. Sunderland winning 3-0 on penalties. Can I just say, by the way, that Everton penalty shootout was a disgrace.
Oh, that's quite funny.
Absolute disgrace, man. The penalties that they took was absolute shambles. It's like they wanted to get knocked out of the cup so bad. That was just a horrible penalty shootout by Leicester, by Everton. Wolves beating Shrewsbury 6-1. Boreham Wood losing 5-0 at home to Burton Albion. Burnley beating Millwall 5-1. Southampton winning 3-2 away at Doncaster Rovers. Fulham winning 3-1 away at Middlesbrough. Ipswich Town 2-1 against Blackpool. Sheffield Wednesday lost at home to Brentford 2-0. Stoke beating Coventry 1-0. Bristol City beating Watford 5-1.
No, what? No. It was a 6-5 win for Watford. What?
Cambridge United 2, Birmingham City 3. Grimsby Town 3, Western-super-Mare 2.
No, they had a Superman.
Shut the fuck up, Josh. Fuck off, Josh.
I mean, to be fair, your Grimsby are giving me mares now, so yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Salford City had to play Swindon Town. I don't know what happened. Don't know why they got cancelled. But
Whatever, I think.
GT.
But they still yet to play. They'll play next week. The winner of that will be playing. The winner of that will be playing Manchester City away at the Etihad, which will probably that's the end of the cup run.
Yeah.
Arsenal up against Wigan, Aston Villa against Newcastle, Birmingham City versus Leeds, Burnley versus Mansfield, Burton Albion West Ham, Grimsby Town against Wolves, Hull City Chelsea, Liverpool Brighton. That's a good game. Liverpool Brighton should be a good game. I want a Liverpool with Aston Villa, man. Liverpool Aston Villa would have been a good game.
Michael Carrick officially appointed according to Sky.
Yep. No, I saw that one already. United already announced it. It was announced as the show started, actually.
I don't understand this. You hired an interim, and then you've started interviewing other interims, while you're also looking for a new manager for the next season.
Yeah.
Like, you may as well have just kept Darren Fletcher if you're going to keep an interim. I mean, why is it the whole interview process?
Fletcher was never supposed to be taking over the role. He was supposed to be he was kind of the director of football-ish under-18s coach as well. So he was never supposed to take over. It was just to see who we hired prior to Amram sacking, to be honest with you. Hull City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Brighton would have been Liverpool United. Macclesfield, Brentford, City, Manchester City will play either Salford City or Swindon. Just said that one already. Norwich City at home to West Brom. Oxford United against Sunderland. Port Vale against Bristol City. Southampton, Leicester City. Southampton probably have nightmares facing Leicester City over the recent years. Stoke City against Fulham and Wrexham. I mean, there's only one more game we can talk about. I'm probably gonna go on a whole hour about it now. Do you know what? Yeah, whatever I said earlier, I lied. I will talk about it. Yeah, Manchester United won Brighton 2. I will talk about that game. Why not? I didn't speak about it much on the pod because it was more about the owners and everything. So I talked about really. Didn't really talk about anything else. You know, absolutely
Brilliant.
shambolic, and disgusting from the players. I'm not even gonna ship any of the blame to Darren Fletcher. Not one bit. Not even one bit. He can't. He can't be blamed at all. One bit. He has nothing. He has no say on how the team plays. He's just putting the team out there. He can't really manage this team. He wasn't hired to manage this team. He's just here to take over for 2 games till Carrick takes over. That was a fucking appalling result and an appalling performance in the second half. The first goal we conceded. Oh my god. And prior to that, the same idiot that allowed Brighton to all the space on that right hand side is the same player that missed that chance. Yes, Dallo, I'm talking about you. Yeah? The same Diogo Dallo that I've been saying has been shit for 2 years. Yeah? He should be bit immediately. He is fucking terrible. And Josh, remember we did that really bad 11 last year?
Oh yeah, the worst.
We should have another. We should make another team called Garbage. He probably wouldn't even make that team. It'd be even worse than Garbage.
Damn, that's crazy.
He is horrendous. He is genuinely one of the worst players I've ever seen play football live in my life. I'm not even taking this. He is horrendous. Bro,
yeah, this reminds me of me talking about Mustafi back in the day.
Bro,
he won the World Cup though.
Hey, don't disrespect Mustafi, man. Mustafi actually had a decent career at Arsenal.
Well, no.
What won you a couple trophies, but listen.
So is Dallo.
Let's have another better. Diogo Dallo he hardly played a part in the games. Only one of the games he really played a part in, to be fair with you. It was the FA Cup final. That was about it. That Carabao Cup final, that was Luke Shaw that played. But anyways, as I was saying earlier, I don't even know how I can sum this up, man. I'll just say it right now. It's just sad because, like I said, you missed chances prior to Brighton scoring. Brighton weren't even that great. They weren't even that great. They didn't even outplay us. It doesn't take a team to outplay you to beat you. It doesn't. Man United don't even have to get outplayed. They just have to make a stupid mistake at the back, and that's it. That's literally it. And Danny Welbeck, by the way, that second goal was cold. He should be our striker. He should have been our striker for years. The fact that we let him go was a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. And yeah, like I said, Brighton just had it, man. They had it. They got the job done. They won the game 2-1. They're on to the next round to play Liverpool, which would have been us. It would have been Liverpool, Manchester United, FA Cup 4th round. Like all those years ago. But we lost 2-1 at Anfield. The last time we played at Anfield in the FA Cup was in 2012, January. We lost 2-1 to a Dirk-out last-minute winner. I was there. I was watching with everyone at the pub. I remember that day really, really well. But, man, prior to that, prior to that, yeah. What'd you go and do? Pick a good starting 11. Sesko scores again. You see when you play him as a lone striker, what happens? You create other chances when he scores. There's no width. There's no balance in this team. Mateus Cunha, man. Oh my days. Oh my god.
He was awful.
Bro, he's awful. He's been awful. He's been awful. I don't care that he's got some goals into his name. Let's just be real for a minute here. If this is the Mateus Cunha that's going to show up at Manchester United, you might as well get your ass back to fucking Wolves. I don't want to see him play for my club again. I'll go as far as to say that. Seriously, if this is the Mateus Cunha that's going to be playing every single week, you might as well get yourself back to Wolves. Seriously, that was a disgrace. Bro, this guy, against Leeds, against West Ham, against Wolves at home, bro, dribbles, takes a shot from outside the box. Where does it go? Oh, it blows past wide. Bro, Dorgu's wide open on the left-hand side. Lay it off to him. He's open. He can he can pass it back across. Come on, man. Cunha should not be taking those shots outside the box. That is awful. That was awful, man. A terrible cameo once again by Cunha. This is why I'm saying when Mbeumo and Ahmad come back, he should be dropped. He shouldn't even play the Manchester derby. He shouldn't even play. Don't even bother getting a sniff. I don't want to see him play in the Manchester derby. I don't want to see him touch the ball in the Manchester derby. Don't bother playing him at all. Ahmad on the left. Sorry, Ahmad on the right and Mbeumo on the left. That's what I would rather do. I would rather do that. I'm sick of Mateus Cunha already, man. I really am. If this is the Cunha that's gonna show up every single week, get your ass out of my club. It's selfish. It's terrible. It's a lack of shame, lack of class. You're trying to play for yourself, trying to go for a goal, and then Diogo Dalot has the audacity to come out and say Shea Lacey was the reason we lost this game, or kind of indirectly saying something along the lines of that. His quotes were, "The red card gave us a disadvantage." Motherfucker, you missed 2 chances. That's why it was a disadvantage. You missed 2 chances. That's why it was a disadvantage. Don't be blaming it on Shea Lacey. Yeah, that Shea Lacey should not be blamed at all. He was in the heat of the moment. That's why he got a second yellow card. It was in the heat of the moment. This one's on you, Dalot. The defending on the right hand side for Brighton's first goal, terrible. The defending for Brighton's second goal, you were also around that. You also should have tried and covered that. Still, even though you weren't in that exact spot, come on, man. People, guys. Let's just be real here. We have players like Dalot, Cunha, who when shit gets to their head like that, I don't know, man. It's not gonna go down well. It's not gonna go down well. That's all I can really say about Dalot. Because something I say more, I'm probably gonna lose it. Then I go back to Cunha again, bro. Terrible. And the referee, man, the game's really good. The game's gone. The game is officially gone. Just because Shea Lacey threw the ball to the ground. Like, seriously?
It's class of dissent, but that's silly.
It's
not as if he threw out someone, is it? It was just normal human emotion.
This is why I'm saying the referee, the passion in football nowadays is no longer there because referees have a say in that. You can't show all that passion stuff no more because referees will have a say in it. It's poor, man. It's really, really poor. Yes, I agree. Shea Lacey should have tried to control himself a little bit. And I'm not going to refrain from saying that, but come on. The guy's 18 years old. The guy's 18. still trying to learn, still trying to grow into the game. And this is what the referee rewards him with. That's the reward that he gets. A second yellow card. Embarrassing. Genuinely embarrassing. From the referee. Completely ruined the game. Completely ruined the game in the last few minutes. This could have been a different outcome, man. If United took their chances in the first half. Dalot was one of the keeper you should have scored. Cunha, get dropped. Please. For the great and good of this team, get dropped. Don't bother touching the ball in the Manchester derby. I could tell about Mateus Cunha. I noticed stuff about him that a lot of people haven't at the start. I could tell his attitude seems a bit off key. Just from watching him play, his attitude seems really off key. It's just a lot of what he does on the pitch, not passing it to certain players, bro. This is what Garnacho did last season. It's nothing different. I'm not saying Cunha isn't better than Garnacho. I think he is better than Garnacho by a distance. But this is what we've been Garnacho for. His attitude. Cunha needs to fix up, man. I don't care if you got booed against Wolves. Come on. You're at Manchester United, no longer at Wolves. If you get booed by the fans, don't give it back to them. Don't do this and give it back to them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah? It's only going to get worse for you from there. Don't be another petty little child, yeah? It's awful. Yeah? I don't want to see Cunha play the next game, man. Drop him for the derby. Drop him for the derby. I don't want to see him there. Want to know something I thought about today? Steve Holland was Southgate's assistant for England. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he is. And Jonathan Woodgate as well. It's going to be Michael Carrick's one of his assistants or one of the coaches. But I want to know your thoughts on the shit show United. And also, real quick, this is the first 40-game season in 111 years. First ever loss to Brighton in the FA Cup, because the first ever meeting we played against Brighton was an FA Cup match. The first ever meeting between Manchester United and Brighton was a match in 1909. It was an FA Cup match. United won the game 1-0. Ever since then, United have won every other FA Cup game, every other FA Cup tie. So another record's been fucking broken. We lost to Brighton in the FA Cup for the very first time. And now we're out of all cup competitions. We can't win nothing now. We're too far off in the Prem to even get a title. Dream on, 17 points, no way. To even think about anything else. We're not even in Europe this season, not even in the Europa League, not in the Conference League, not in the Champions League. Even then, we probably wouldn't even win that. Just shows you love of the mentality of this team. Dead. Southgate is not coming in, bro. He's not coming. He's not gonna. It'll be another manager. Don't worry. Not gonna be Southgate. Anyways, Josh and Jack, I want to know your guys' thoughts on the Manchester United game, real quick, please, before.
Well, hopefully you do us a favour. What happened in January 2023 when you beat City at Old Trafford and lost at the Emirates, that would be perfect. Yes. I don't think Michael Carrick will be too bad. I think he'll be a stabilising force. You only have to look back to the winter or the beginning of the winter in 2021 when Carrick came in as an interim before Ralph Ragnick. Wreck-It Ralph got the job for the rest of the season. And he did well. I think he was unbeaten. He beat Arsenal. He drew against Chelsea. He beat the Europa League winners Villarreal, who beat you in May earlier that year. So I don't think it's a bad shout as interim manager. I don't understand why he didn't get him before, because he's got experience at coaching at Middlesbrough. So hopefully you take points off City at Old Trafford, and hopefully you lose at the Emirates. And in terms of the Brighton game, quickly, there was a very shit performance from United. Brighton played absolutely brilliantly. When that football works, it just hits the spot. And fair play to Fabian Hertzler. Fair play to the Brighton players. Danny Welbeck haunting Manchester United yet again at that end in the FA Cup. Much like he did with Arsenal in March 2015. So, thank you, Danny, for that. And Yeah, Sesko. I mean, I thought it was nailed on to be 2-2 after Sesko got that goal, and it's typically United down and out for 85 minutes. They suddenly get a goal out of nothing, and then they do it for Manchester United's way. But apart from a few minutes after that, up until Lacey's red card, there was no urgency in the game whatsoever from a United perspective. Share Lacey, at the end of the day, those are the rules. You've shown dissent. I don't agree with it, but Simon Hooper was right in the letter of the law. I can understand why he was devastated. I think the best thing to come out of that game was Bruno Fernandes's Twitter account getting hacked. That was absolutely brilliant. You know, talk about how Cristiano Ronaldo's packing and how he's going to shag Bonnie Blue and all that.
And saying you might N-word KSI.
Yeah, it was funny because I was scrolling on Twitter after the game and I saw Shea Lacey's apology post. And then I saw Bruno Fernandes reply, "It's calm, just don't let it happen again, G." And I was like, And I was thinking that's a bit weird. I mean, that's not the professional way you'd expect him to respond. And then I realised a few minutes later that he's been hacked and he's talking about wanking off to Bonnie Blue and all that. I know it's going to help the England cricket team.
Don't engage with Bruno Fernandes posts. Motherfucker, we'll engage with all we like. Nobody cares about you, admin. Yeah, it's all fun and games. Bruno Fernandes' Twitter got hacked. Yeah, United posted a few minutes later. Oh, do not respond or do not interact with
oh no, that's it.
Oh,
okay, good night.
I don't care, man. Admin, bro. Yeah.
Going to have a tug to Alicia Lehman, love you all, or some may say a goon. Yeah. Yeah, but that was by far the best thing that came out of that game. But Jacques, what are your thoughts on United versus City? And...
I don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, it felt very. It felt very like Man United thing to break a record that had withstood for so long, just like Arsenal do back in 2020 and 2021. But regardless, like realistically, going into this match from a United point of view, I assume like they would have thought, okay, yeah, Brighton are a good team. Like, they get one over us sometimes, but to essentially just allow Danny Welbeck, once again, as Josh said, to stroll into his old stadium and just do that to United. Just do what Bruno Fernandes, quote, shove the ball into the back of a net, should I say, said on Twitter. That's what he did, as did Kruder, to open a scoring. I mean, Christ above, like the way the game turned out, it was like the fucking league match, but in reverse. It was like the United Brighton match in the league in reverse. Like, United, they took their chances, bad leaky defence. Brighton, they took their chances. Okay, yeah, they conceded late on and whatnot, but it is what it is. And, yeah. Sadly for Josh, he isn't going to have a gig for the fourth round unless...
Brighton progress.
Had Brighton been playing at home for fourth round against Liverpool, he would have a gig down the south coast around Valentine's Day. But hey,
yeah. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to be going out for dinner with Jacques that day instead. So,
okay, we'll film that as a vlog for AN Sports, in it. We'll fill
Yes. Gay in sports, yeah.
No.
Okay, man. Okay. We're good. Okay, so, yeah, man.
You finished a queasy, man. Yeah, but I feel that's a good way to end things. That was that was good. Good, man. Keep on going, please. I've enjoyed this. I want to shift my attention from United away completely. Yeah,
this is more enjoyment than Arsenal and United this season.
I'm bloody thankful that it's still 0-0 up a minute.
Yeah. Although O'Reilly's been booked.
City will take a 0-0 going back to the Etihad. Honestly, they would.
Yeah,
naturally.
And probably
like I said, I think Newcastle need to win by 2 clear goals if they have a good chance of going through.
Yeah. Well, as long as Phil doesn't score, then hey, we're class.
We're leaving there with something, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys finished all your points in United already?
Yeah.
We just finished as well in the back of a net, just like Gruder and Welbeck. Chesko.
Chesko, I mean, like, he's 3 goals in 2 games. Just tells you a lot of our creativity in our service. Can't create much for our striker. And then there you go.
Neither can we, mate. But thank you for having me on again.
No worries, man, Josh. And I hope you have a happy birthday, man. I hope everyone's all good on your side. I hope you have a great day, man. Obviously, Arsenal, Chelsea. Listen,
I know.
Good luck with the game, and then it could be one for the ages possibly. But big up to you, but and make sure you guys go subscribe to Josh's channel. The link is in the description of the video. He might have a preview, I think, coming his way in a bit. If you're, I think, in a post.
Yeah, I'll probably have a reaction to the Chelsea game, the first leg. Yeah. Uploaded as a short because I don't have any editing software down in Nodge.
So. Was the 107 seconds in review? What do you call it?
105 seconds review. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there you go, people. So go check it out. And Jack, big up to you, bro, for joining as well.
Cheers.
The rest of the lads will make it back on Friday. So the preview for the Premier League show will be on Friday. And anything else? Not really too much. You guys want to plug anything else? You guys want to plug anything before we end it?
No, just get the win, Arsenal, and put 1 foot in that final.
Yeah. And all I want to say is that my aim for the rest of the season now, we can't win anything. Get games called off, and just try and make a statement. That's all I can really say, to be honest with you. I don't want Champions League. I don't want Europe next season. I want to sacrifice everything for United fans to send a message across. And stay tuned for more United shows across the week, people. I might be doing a football show later in about in under 12 hours. So guys, stay tuned to that around, let's say 11 or 11 hours around that. But big up people. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 550 by the end of January. We're at 528. If you guys get me 2 subs to 530 right now, that'd be great. Just 2 subs needed, people will do. And just we'll get to 530 by the end of today, and we'll go on from there. And leave a like, 15 likes on the video. Subscribe to Josh. Subscribe here. And yeah, people, it's been a good show, but we're gonna wrap it up. Take care, people. Like, share, subscribe. United, do me a favor. Get the fuck out.
Come on, Arsenal.